The true story about Abby Johnson's conversion from Planned Parenthood clinic director to pro-life leader opens in theaters nationwide this Friday, March 29th. Unplanned is based on Johnson's book of the same name and stars actress Ashley Bratcher. The film was given an R rating for its realistic abortion scenes, though many Christian leaders are calling on families to see the movie and to consider that R as recommended. Before its opening weekend, Hollywood's TCL Chinese Theater rolled out the red carpet for the film's stars, supporters, and pro-life influencers. And before the Hollywood premiere, I spoke with Unplanned star actress Ashley Bratcher, who portrays Abby Johnson right here in our DC studio. Here's our interview. Ashley, thanks for being here.
Of course, I'm always happy to be here.
So we are finally at the release of the film after so much hard work. How do you feel?
I am ecstatic. I don't really think I have words because it's been now a year of my life almost just being a part of this film, and to have the public finally be able to see this it's just a really exciting moment in my life.
That's incredible. And some news recently that the film got an R rating. For parents who are debating whether or not this is okay for them to bring their families to, what do you want them to know?
I think it's really important to understand why we got the R rating, because there's no nudity, there's no sex, there is no profanity. The MPAA essentially gave us the R rating for violence. So they are agreeing that abortion is a violent and disturbing act, which isn't new to you or I, but I think that the only piece that I want parents to know is that I would caution them in making sure they have a conversation with their children that they're planning to take. I would say preteen, not much younger than that, but being aware that we don't hold back what abortion really is. We let the world know that this is a procedure that's happening, and we don't do it for the sake of blood and gore. We do it because we want to reveal the truth. This is the first time that we're putting a face on the victim. And it's so important that people understand that. It
really is a concession that abortion is violent.
Yeah.
Ashley, you shared recently on your Facebook page a little bit about your own unplanned story. Can you tell us a little bit about that and that journey?
Yeah. I spent a lot of years keeping it a secret because I wasn't married and I had this sense of shame. And doing this movie, I thought, wow, you know, this is something that would really empower a lot of people to share and say, I chose life, and I did. I was really young, and I remember one of the first responses I got when I told someone I was pregnant was, wow, really, you're going to throw away your career? And I remember just thinking, this is not what's going to happen for me, that I know that I can pursue my career and have a successful, very happy life with a child. Yeah, I was scared. I was young. I didn't know how things were going to go. I didn't have a job. I wasn't married. But I knew that there was this incredible life growing inside of me, and I just remember calling out to God during that time and saying, God, what is my purpose here? I don't understand. I don't understand what I'm doing here. And it was during that time that I finally understood God's love, the Father's love, because if I could love this little tiny person growing inside of me that much, how much more God must love me. And my son, he saved me. He really did. I wasn't walking in my faith. I wasn't spending time with Jesus like I really wanted to. I was kind of in a period of rebellion, and I was selfish. I never thought I wanted to have children. And he taught me to love unconditionally and what it meant to put someone ahead of myself. And having my child empowered me because it made me want to be a better person. It made me fight for something. And it just taught me so much about life because I chose to have him.
And he's 9 years old now?
He's 9 years old.
That's incredible. You're a beautiful son. So, you know, just listening to your story, Ashley, there's another woman out there who's listening, and she has an unplanned pregnancy of her own. What would you want to share with her?
That there are people who will love you and stand by you, that you may think that this is the end of your life or the end of your career. That's just a lie. That is a lie that society has perpetuated right now to make you believe, and it's something Planned Parenthood is really good at doing, is saying you can't be successful and have a child. You can't have a fulfilling career or a happy life and have a child. And what abortion does is it preys on that vulnerability. It makes women believe that they really can't, when in reality, having a child is one of the most empowering things that you can do.
Well, thank you for sharing your witness. It seems you are speaking boldly on the life issue, that you're not afraid to speak out. Have you always been that way, or has this role in this film kind of impacted that?
No, this role has definitely impacted that, because in doing this role, I have gained knowledge and insight, something that I didn't have before. And when you have the education and you understand what's really happening, you have a social responsibility to make your voice heard and to make sure that other people understand what's happening. And it really gave me a firm stance to say, this is what I believe, this is what I now know, and I wanted to fight for it. And so I don't have any regret. I don't feel scared in speaking my faith and how I feel about abortion. And other people, even pro-choice people, have come to me and they've said, I'm not sure I agree with you, but I respect you. And even some of my friends that were firmly, just adamantly, that a woman should have the choice at any time, have now said to me, well, I believe in restrictions. I believe that it is only okay up to this point. And I think that's a start. That's a start, that you're recognizing this.
And how much more will this film open up their eyes, hopefully.
Yeah.
Finally, Ashley, if viewers are debating whether or not to spend the money at the box office to see Unplanned, what is it that you want them to know about this movie?
It is critical on our opening weekend that people show up in the theater, because that is make or break it for a film. And if they want to support this cause and they want to show the culture that this is important, that we can change society's view on abortion, we need them to show up. This is a call to action specifically for the church, because 60% of women who have an abortion identify as Christian. As a church, this is something that we need to get behind. And regardless of the rating, this is something that people need to support and show that we care, that we want to spread the word. And so I pray and I ask for people to get behind this film.
Ashley Bratcher, star of Unplanned, thank you so much for being here with us.
Of course, thank you.
Go to unplannedfilm.com to find showings and to pre-order tickets.